has lost a hero.
I didn't lose an officer. I lost a friend.
Our hearts are heavy today and will be for many days to come.
Godspeed, Lieutenant Allen. You are irreplaceable and you will be missed.
Southport Police Lieutenant Aaron Allen honored, remembered, and laid to rest today. Thousands coming out to say goodbye and pay their respects to Allen and his department. The moving tribute started this morning and went well into the afternoon. And as you can only imagine, it was a very emotional day for many. Thousands packed Bankers Life Fieldhouse to say goodbye to Lieutenant Allen. Allen's wife and two sons received words of comfort from Governor Eric Holcomb, U.S. Senator Joe Donnelly, and Mayor Joe Hogsett. During the funeral, we heard from the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Sergeant Christopher Berry, one of Allen's friends, he had lunch with the lieutenant an hour before he was killed. Today, Berry gave us insight on what the two said to each other as they said goodbye that day.
Right before he took off, I said, "Love you, brother. Be safe." Had I known he was leaving, never to return, I would have tried my best to stop him, but he would have gone anyway. That's what he did. He went to help someone. He lived his life to help and serve.
Berry adds that he viewed that final lunch with Allen as a gift from God. Well, since Allen's death about a week and a half ago, the community has rallied around the Southport Police Department and Lieutenant Allen's family. Both Governor Holcomb and Southport Police Chief Tom Vaughn says support isn't going away anytime soon.
I want you to know that we support you guys from here and now. You're part of the family, whether you really want to be or not now. You're not going to be able to get away from us.
You do not grieve alone. Just look around you. Your family just got a whole heck of a lot bigger. I'd say to the tune of about 6.6+ million Hoosiers strong, and a lot of other folks from around the nation.
All over to pay their respects to Lieutenant Allen from all across Indiana and the country. One group who you could not miss was standing outside Bankers Life Fieldhouse all morning with flags. The Indiana Oath Keepers, that's what they call themselves. They're from Fort Wayne, Indiana. They volunteer for events like today to show respect for fallen officers. They were one of more than 6 groups that held flags along Pennsylvania Avenue. Well, hundreds more people lined the streets of Lieutenant Allen's procession from downtown Indianapolis to Southport to the Crown Hill Cemetery. People held signs, waved flags, some even saluting Lieutenant Allen's casket as it went by. We spoke to one mother and daughter out along the route. Their husband and father is an IMPD officer, and the funeral brings to light a fear they have for their officer.
I feel sad for the little boy because his daddy died.
And your dad's a police officer? Mm-hmm. So tell me...
That's why you have to give your daddy kisses every day.
Do you give him kisses every day? Yeah.
Very sweet. Lieutenant Allen's procession brought him past the Southport Police Department one last time. There, people gathered around a growing memorial on Allen's police unit. A dispatcher relieved Allen from duty for one last time.
On July 27, 2017, Southport Police Department, Lieutenant Aaron W. Allen answered his phone call. While rendering aid to an accident victim, Lieutenant Allen was shot multiple times and killed. There is no greater love than a man that would lay down his life for another. Southport Police Department, Lieutenant Aaron W. Allen, Southport 10, is 10:42. He has gone home for the final time.
Out of his 20 years of law enforcement experience, Lieutenant Allen served with the Southport Police Department for about 6 of those years. Lieutenant Allen was sent off with a full 21-gun salute. Taps and a riderless horse walked by his casket before officers, family, and friends said goodbye to him one last time. Well, as you can see and hear, it was a hard day at the cemetery. The burial made this whole tragedy final. 24-hour News 8's Elizabeth Choi was at the cemetery. She joins us now.
Julian, you just said it all. Final. That's a word that's hard to accept. Those who loved Lieutenant Allen and those who didn't even know him are all moved. A man only trying to help is shot senselessly, a final move that can't be taken back. And today, as mourners said their final goodbyes, something brand new gave them hope.
Lieutenant Aaron Allen's body inside a casket, draped with the American flag, arrived in a horse-drawn caisson. The honor guard stood by, performing the 21-gun salute. It's an elaborate display, a final tribute, but perhaps nothing will be enough to signify the love felt for Lieutenant Allen.
You got two families here who are grieving, and it's a very difficult day.
Two families, Lieutenant Allen's biological family, they asked for space to grieve, and no questions asked, we gave it to them. Then there's the Blue family.
All of the police officers, law enforcement, firefighters who all knew and worked with Lieutenant Allen, and they feel and we feel like he's a member of our family, our professional family as well.
Around 2,000 people came out, law enforcement from every corner of the state, some from around the country, strangers, and those who knew Lieutenant Allen. The service was traditional, ceremonial. Officers removed the flag from the casket, folded it, and then passed it on to Southport Police Chief Tom Bond, who then passed it on to Lieutenant Allen's wife. White carnations with red dots to symbolize blood spilled. Mourners passed by, dropping the flowers on the casket. Then there was the final salute. Final, like the actions of the gunmen who took Lieutenant Allen's life that can't be taken back. But through the outpouring of support, there's a realization.
99% of our citizens support us and would do anything for us. There is no more powerful a message that our community supports us than that.
Lieutenant Allen leaves behind his wife and 2 children. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help his family, and if you would like to contribute, head over to our website, wishtv.com, for more information on where to find that link. In the studio, Elizabeth Choi, 24-hour News 8.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Well, if you missed the services for Lieutenant Aaron Allen, we have all the information for you online. You can watch our entire coverage from Bankers Life Fieldhouse to the call that put Lieutenant Allen off duty one final time. Once again, that will be on our website at wishtv.com. Coming up, an Amber Alert canceled, the kids found safe, where police found them, and what's next for them and their mother, who's accused of abducting them.
Well, if you're headed out late tonight, a fairly comfortable evening on the way, dry as well. But if you're headed out early tomorrow morning, while comfortable, we will see those rain showers pushing in as early as 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning, and they'll continue throughout our Sunday. I'll have details coming up on the other side of the break.
In more local news tonight, a motorcycle accident this afternoon killed at least one person. It happened around 1:45 at East 30th and Winthrop. That's on the northeast side. IMPD confirmed it was a fatal accident, but we don't know much more at this hour. The name of the victim hasn't been released as of yet. Well, a second person died after a crash early this morning on I-465. State police say it happened on the interstate between US 31 and Harding Street. Witnesses told police a pickup flipped several times. Police believe the driver went into the median and overcorrected. A man in the truck died at the scene. Now, a woman was taken to Eskenazi Hospital, but she too would later die from her injuries. The victims' names at this point have not yet been released. We are told that the crash is still under investigation. Well, a woman was injured after a gun accidentally went off at Lieutenant Aaron Allen's funeral. It happened just before 1:30 toward the end of the funeral at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Police say the woman is a member of the Marion County Sheriff's Office. IMPD does not know whose gun went off. The woman was grazed by the bullet on the leg. She was taken to Eskenazi Hospital, and she is expected to be okay. Well, Well, Amber Alert out of West Lafayette in Tippecanoe County canceled tonight. It was issued late last night just before midnight. Indiana State Police say 27-year-old Victoria Warden and her 4 children were found safe in Chicago. Police believe Warden abducted her children. The children will be brought back to Indiana, where they will be placed in DCS custody. State Police say they are not pursuing charges against Warden. Well, this fire right here in Plainfield this morning destroyed part of a local motel. It started around midnight at the Budget Inn on Gateway Drive. That's just off 267 near I-70. Guests staying in rooms were evacuated. Fire officials say so far no one was hurt. They're still working to figure out how that fire started.
We've seen a nice dry start to the weekend. Unfortunately, wet weather makes a comeback as we work our way into today's Sunday. Just get that umbrella out and let you know how long the rain will last and when we'll see for weather next weekend. Coming up on the other side of this break.
Looking at that shot from Monument Circle, beautiful as always, but guess what? The rain is on the way. Have those umbrellas ready, and Brad Mousehart is here to tell us how long you need to keep it around for.
Yeah, at least a little while. I think the rain pushes in as early as tomorrow morning, right around daybreak. We'll hold on to the rain through the day and into the first half of Monday, so soggy commute as you work your way back onto work or school, but after that I think we dry out at least for most of midweek. So that's nice. It'll warm up a little bit though, so enjoy the cooler temperatures tomorrow. Highs only in the lower 70s right now. We're similar to that, 68 degrees. South wind at 5 has continued to drive the moisture on into the area, and this will be our fuel for those showers that are already working into southern portions of the state. Pressure also starting to drop, and that's a good sign that big change on the way with the weather pattern. Right now we're at 68 degrees. While that is nice, it is cool outside, a little sticky, but compared to yesterday, that's actually a lot warmer than where we were yesterday by 8 degrees. We're down in the low 60s last night. Unfortunately, like I said, the warmer temperatures, that's a trend we're going to see past the day tomorrow and into the work week as we start to dry back out a bit after this round of rainfall. Right now, the only showers we're seeing pretty spotty down here just southwest of Bloomington, down here towards portions of Monroe County, Lawrence County as well. Bedford, a few light showers your direction, and then that stretches back towards Jasper and on outside of the area. It's pretty spotty now, but as we work way throughout the rest of the overnight, it's going to become a little bit more widespread. Just off to our southernmost communities to start, and then eventually it'll work its way further northward. So here's what we're expecting past 1, 2 o'clock. Those isolated showers will continue to become more widespread from Terre Haute back towards Bartholomew County, even Ripley County. We'll see a few stray showers just before daybreak tomorrow. As we work way back towards 6, 7, 8 o'clock, those showers will start to nudge their way a little bit closer here towards the metro. So if you do have those early masses tomorrow, or maybe you're going out for some exercise, maybe just to enjoy the Sunday morning, just be aware you want to keep the rain gear close by right along the I-70 corridor. Still pretty spotty, though, in our northernmost communities. Through the rest of the day, though, showers off and on will continue. It's not going to be a complete washout. We'll catch breaks here and there, but some areas could pick up an inch of rainfall before we finally start to dry out by Monday. A few rumbles of thunder also possible. Temperature-wise, pretty comfortable. It's going to be a little cool as well with those rain chances pushing their way back in, and all the rain will keep temperatures down all day. 61 to start. We'll climb slowly through the day by 11, upper 60s. High temperature tomorrow only 72 degrees, so still well below average tomorrow. But as we dry back out by Monday afternoon, that's when the temperatures will start to rise. And before we get there, we have to get through a lot of rainfall. Like I said, some areas seeing about an inch of rainfall through the day Monday before we dry out Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Monday at noon, again, another day, not a washout, but you'll want to have the rain gear handy just in case as you head out the door. By the time we hit Monday morning, a few stray showers here and there, better chances for a few rumbles of thunder early in the afternoon. You can see those starting to build their way back in with the daytime heating. And then we dry back out Monday night. We'll stay dry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That will allow temperatures to climb back into the 80s by Wednesday and Thursday. Still below average zone. In fact, the next 8 days will be below average. So a little free AC out there, even though we will warm back up by Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, our next chance of rain pushes back in. The early look ahead of next weekend, not great. 78 degrees for Saturday, 79 Sunday, below average temperatures, but at least a chance there for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms.
Thanks, Brad. We'll keep those umbrellas on deck. Well, Charlie Clifford is here with sports and Colts fans. They were treated to a big treat at Warren Central High School. Open practice, free, good times.
Can't beat it. Beautiful night. Andrew Luck, remember him from a little while back?
I think I heard of him.
Maybe just before the new year. You saw him last. He was there tonight. And he kind of looked like he was getting a little closer. We don't know. I don't know. He had his jersey on, but the story at the end of this thing, you just can't miss it. Heartwarming, to say the least. It's coming up next. Evening, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. The Colts officially head behind closed doors for the rest of training camp, the final practice Open to the public's all wrapped up tonight at Warren Central. Andrew Luck stirred up some excitement early. Luck briefly in his red penny. Later, he partook in some stretching. That's notable, the first time he's done so publicly at camp. One injury scare, defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins goes down with an ankle. Pagano said they'll know more by tomorrow. The highlight of the night, 10-year-old Michael Dieter, the toughest guy on the field. Michael underwent a full heart transplant less than a year ago. He's out of Riley, and he's in the end zone. That is the way to cap off a great night at camp at Warren Central.
It brought an energy to practice that, we needed on a third day in a row of, pads. It helped with that, and I think we turned out to have a really good practice. And, that's where all everyone falls in love with football is on Friday nights in high school, playing for the guy next to you. And if you can get back to that mentality, you're gonna have a good team.
Training camp's about getting that energy every day. So we got practice again, and it's kind of like baseball. You got a night game and we got a day game tomorrow. So we're right back at it.
Yeah, quick turnaround. We'll be out there again at camp tomorrow. After starting the spring with no wins over their first 11 games, the Indy 11 head out for the home opener of the fall season tonight. Only 2 points back of a playoff spot. You gotta believe. It feels good, baby. Their last loss, June the 10th. Leading scorer Justin Braun out tonight. Second half, chasing 2, Nemanja Vukovic. Oh, sniper. That works. 2-1 game. Brickyard Battalion loving it. Tim Hankinson, let's see some hands. 73rd minute, Dustin Correa. Past John Bush, 3-1. That one hurts. The playoff push hits a little speed bump. The streak's over. The 11 now hit the road for 2. Life's good behind the plate these days at Wrigley Field. The Cubs picked up catcher Alex Avila to back up Wilson Contreras just before the trade deadline. And tonight, we aren't sure which one of these two guys is picking up the check for dinner. Here we go. Cubs baseball, Wish TV. Contreras in left field today. Avila behind the plate for John Lackey. Top 1. The Cubs yield a long ball to someone other than Daniel Murphy. Ah, that's neat. Bryce Harper, give him 28 for the year. Bottom of the first, 2 runs are already in. Show me a Cub catcher and start the show. Avila's first hit as a Cub. It's a goner. 4-1 Chicago. 6th inning, 4-3 Contreras. You go. His third over the last 3 days, number 19 of the season. Cubs 7, Nats 4. Remember to tip your catcher. And a Pacer update from where? Johannesburg, South Africa. Team World versus Team Africa. Ton of NBA All-Stars on the court. The star for Team Africa, Victor Oladipo. Oladipo goes for a game-high 28 points. He earned MVP honors despite losing. Team World 108-97, but a good off-season showing from the Pacers' new poster boy. How about that?
That should get Pacer fans
Let's
a little
go.
excited. I
Ready
like
for
that.
a jersey.
They're going to need that 28 points.
When are they going to get those new jerseys out in the store?
Well, we're going to talk about them tomorrow on Sports Locker Sunday.
Okay. I like that tease.
I'll be here.
So
like that tease.
come to work tomorrow.
Are they waterproof?
All right. We're going to find out.
You might need a waterproof jersey for tomorrow.
I would hope.
Yeah. Speaking of that, some rain
coming in.
Really?
You might need the ponchos, a Pacer poncho tomorrow. Or maybe just go in and watch a Fever game. 72 degrees outside tomorrow. Rain-cooled 72. We'll warm back up as things clear back out after tomorrow and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's our nice little dry stretch before more rain pushes back in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, that rain is coming. Well, if you missed the services for fallen Southport Police Lieutenant Aaron Allen, we have them for you online. His services started this morning at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. The procession brought him by the Southport Police Department to be taken off duty one last time. He was buried in Crown Hill Cemetery. Now, departments from all over Indiana were there, as well as both Dallas and Fort Worth police departments and the NYPD, as Lieutenant Allen was laid to rest. We'll have our full coverage online if you missed the services. That's at wishtv.com. Well, that's all for us tonight. Daybreak, don't forget, starts tomorrow morning at 6. Get instant updates on wishtv.com. We'll see you tomorrow at 6. Have a great night.